But if you've got some shitty beliefs or some shit that you haven't worked through yet, that's the handbrake. And that's where it's fucking exhausting. Where you take all this action, but you self sabotage, or you doubt yourself, or you have fear, or you just manage to fuck things up somehow. That's the handbrake of, that's where the 80-20 rule comes into it as well. Like success in anything is 20% skills, 80% mindset. And that's where most of my work is geared towards the mindset, because the skills are easy. Like the skills are fucking easy. Like if you Google how to make money, how to start a business, how to sell something, how to market something, like you got to put in some 10, 20, 30 hours to learn any skill fundamentally. But the mindset to do it, to follow through, to not give a shit about people's opinions, to let go of those beliefs that don't serve you anymore and rewire them, to heal through the past that keeps triggering you. That's the stuff that I love, because that's, again, the pain that I went through. So for me, I guess you I think the line that you use is the line that I think you're referencing is, the strongest force in the human psychology is to stay consistent with the way we define ourselves. So it's being able to look under the hood of who you are. How do you see yourself when it comes to relationships? I'll give an example. So this was the first event I went to, Tony Robbins. I mentioned the first event I went to. So this is when I was 19 years old. And Tony runs this event called Unleash the Power Within, UPW. And he runs it in Australia, which is ideal for me because I didn't have much money to travel, which is nice. So I got a credit card, I got a loan, went down, did this event. And he does limiting beliefs. And that was, again, my first exposure to like sort of like solid personal development. And it's like, what's your biggest limiting belief when it comes to your life right now? What's your biggest limiting belief? And for me, it was relationships. That was just what sort of came up to me. And it says, what's your belief when it comes to relationships? Mine was relationships equal pain. And where do your beliefs come from? They come from repeated thoughts that you've had or repeated stories you've told yourself. A belief is a repeated thought grounded in a lived experience. So I saw my mum and dad have verbal, emotional, physical fights. I come from a football background, a sporting background. All my mates would cheat on their girlfriends and lie to their face the next day at school. I had all these references and stories I told myself that relationships are fucking painful. Can you see why I was single for such a long time? Because that
Yeah.
belief was the way I saw the world. So I wouldn't open up. I wouldn't connect deeply with anyone because it was painful if I did. So choosing and being conscious of that, destroying it, there's a process you go through to destroy it, to rewrite it. But I guess the point of this story is, yes, take action. Yes, set goals, chase after them, do the work. That's a part of that's a part of the deal. But I always use the term fix the plane while you fly it. So fly your plane, which is your life, your goals, your mission, whatever it is, but constantly be fixing it. Constantly be rewiring your beliefs, constantly be healing, constantly be upgrading who you are, because you don't get in life what you want, you get in life who you are, which is another way of the same quote. But yeah, that's kind of my views on that. There's obviously depth to all of that, and how do you do that? How do you identify it? How do you destroy it? How do you rewrite it? That's like an hour conversation just on that. But yeah, that's essentially my thoughts on that point that you just brought up.
No, it's a great explanation because I spent, I don't know, till early 20s, maybe mid 20s, and I read an NLP book where somebody explained how you're not your thoughts. That's just like your brain throwing out prompts based on what you're talking about, your bias and what you're seeing, how you view the life. It's looking for things that support what you're thinking and eliminating, like getting rid of anything that contradicts. And I was like, whoa. And then somebody explained to me about intrusive thoughts I had and how I've got